even downstairs, even in the outside, they're doing the same thing. So it's pretty funny
Yeah.
to watch because I feel like they can do that inside also. Why they choose to sit outside and still play on phones? So
Oh,
yeah,
they
that's
they wanna take a dual enjoy.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, up to them.
But I told you everything, yes. So do you have
Everything.
any past incidents? No, everything I didn't tell you. I cannot remember
Yeah.
it as well.
Yeah. Right. So welcome to the session. How are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty well. Thank you for asking. How are you doing today?
I'm also doing good. I did not have a very special day, but regardless, it was busy, so that's there. Have the session notes loaded for your end? Because I
Yes,
cannot see the
like
topic.
the notice about past.
Okay, so it's about past in general, just discussing past. There is a very wide spectrum there.
Yes.
Hmm, makes sense. So, where do you want to start when we talk about past? What is the first incident that comes to your head, like head when you think of the past?
Now my head is empty right now, and let me think an incident is coming in my mind or not. Nothing, because
Maybe
past
something from
was
your
past.
childhood.
Yeah, from the childhood, I think, lots of funny memories. Like
Mm-hmm.
once I was in my field in my village, right? So I remember that time still, like it was evening time, and there was a tree just beside my field. So I saw somebody coming and climbing up the tree very fastly. So I thought it was ghost, and I got scared. So I remember this incident so far. Yeah. So this was, and I started running away from my field. And I don't remember what happened after that, but I still remember that I was trying to run away, but I couldn't. My leg was very heavy. It was looking like I cannot step next step, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Okay, that makes sense. That's a funny incident. Fair enough. Makes sense. So, were you a notorious child? I would ask. Like, were you naughty as a child?
See, like I cannot remember what kind of child I was, but as far as my story is concerned, right? My
Mm-hmm.
childhood stories are concerned. Yes, I was notorious child. I used to play pranks. I used to do all kind of thing that kids do, or notorious kids do.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Right. So you said you play a lot of pranks. What kind of pranks?
I mean, pranks mean, like playing with my friends, like teasing them. You know how kids play, right? So I
Yeah.
was playing like that.
Hmm. Okay,
Mm.
that makes sense.
Okay.
Fair enough. All right. Okay. Right. So, okay, fair enough. Do you still live in the same town as you grew up in, or you have moved out of it?
No, I grown up in my village, right? Like up to high school days, I was there. So, and even I was not living in my village. I used to be in hostel since my
Hmm.
early age, right? So occasionally I used to come to my village on the days of holidays. So I used to play with my friends. Yeah. So yeah, I have kind of mixture growing. Just you can consider I grown up in village. Yeah. My early childhood, uh,
Hmm.
that I spent in village. But like when I was teenage or pre-teen, I was living in city.
Hmm. Okay. Fair enough. That makes sense. So, what is the highlight of your village that you remember?
Highlight of one of the most memorable event that I remember, and like the memory I have with my friends, that I used to play lots of game in river. Like we used to
Hmm.
go to bath in river every day, right? So we would
Hmm.
play a game, lots of game in water. So that is a favorite memory that I have, and I will cherish it because I cannot see somebody can do it right now because kids are busy on their phone and like things like that. So
Yeah.
that is a special memory. Yeah.
That makes sense. Actually, yeah. I think
Mhm.
today's kids, they don't have that many outdoor memories. I feel like
No,
most
they
of the
don't
stuff they do is just indoors.
indoors, and we have made them caged. Yeah, they don't have any other means. Like they are in their four walls, so what can they do? Just they can do something with their laptop or phone screens, and they are doing absolutely fine with it
Hmm.
right now.
Yeah. I don't think that we've entirely caged them. It's just that they have the facility to stay inside and enjoy, and they choose to do it because, like the kind of area that I live in, there is plenty of ground for children to play. There are proper parks, very well maintained parks, a good society where there are many like same age group kids. So if they want, they can.
Mhm.
But I even when I see them downstairs, it's very funny because they're just sitting in a group and using their phones, even downstairs, even in the outside, they're doing the same thing. So it's pretty funny
Yeah.
to watch because I feel like they can do that inside also. Why they choose to sit outside and still play on phones? So
Oh,
yeah,
they
that's it.
they wanna take a dual enjoy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, up to them. That's
Yeah,
there. I
after
think
them.
different generations have different definitions of fun. That's there.
Yeah.
I prefer ours because I think it used to be fun to actually play outside and not worry about phones and text messages all the time.
No,
So,
always people prefer their own. That's why the problem. Like we cannot justify it. Today's kids will tell you, no, no, just you are making something extra. Like you are just trying to praise your time. Yeah, because you are jealous
yeah,
of
that's
mine.
true.
Yeah,
That's true.
yeah,
That's what our parents do as well, right? According
yeah.
to
Our
them, their
parents,
time was the best.
yeah, look at them. So that's what it is going. Yeah, everything is normal. Just time will pass, things will become normal.
Exactly. That's true. Fair enough. Right. So, are you still in touch with your old friends, like from your village or from wherever you
Yeah,
were in
I,
during your
I'm in touch
teenage?
with my many friends, right? But we are not as close as we were before, right? Because
Hmm.
everybody has their own work right now. They are enjoying their own life. They have their own work, on family, on things. So yeah, everybody
Hmm.
is doing their work at their place. But we are in
That's
touch.
understandable.
Yeah.
But that's sweet if you're even in touch, even that's a big thing because it's hard for people to stay in touch once they move out of their hometown. So it gets a little difficult to stay in
No,
touch.
because of
Today we
social
have
media, we are in touch.
technology and everything. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. We have social media to stay in touch, so that's
Yeah.
good. But fair enough. So do you guys plan on meeting or having some reunions?
No, I do not plan any meeting with my old friends, even with not my with new friends. Yeah. So yeah, we don't have anything
Why?
like that. But off and on we talk. Yeah, sometimes if somebody has anything to share or anything to talk or anything to suggest, yeah, my friends call me.
Hmm. That's understandable. Fair enough. Makes sense. Alright, okay. Right, okay. Do you know about the phrase to live in the present? What do you think it signifies to you?
Now this phrase means to be in present, right, and to uh, breathe in present, to feel the things at present, right? You have to not go in past or future. So yeah, I understand the meaning of this phrase, but it is very difficult task to be in present. It is very difficult task. Yeah, either we are worried about our future or looking into our past. So yes, to be in present is very difficult task.
Hmm, it truly is. Yeah, because I think most of the times I have either seen people dwelling in the past where they regret certain actions or dwelling in the future where they're constantly planning what to do next.
What to do
So
next?
I
And
think that's a
scared about
huge
their
issue.
future.
Yeah, that's a huge issue.
Mhm.
Makes sense. We are still left with 3 minutes. So if you wish to go ahead with the past incidents, we can do that. Or if you have anything that you want to add.
Like from past, I don't remember so many incidents, but I told you everything. Yes. So do you have any
Everything.
past incident? No, everything I didn't tell you. I cannot remember
Yeah.
it as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have anything
That makes sense.
interesting from your past?
I do. I think there are a lot of incidents, just like you shared. There are a lot of incidents from my past. I was not a naughty kid. I was just a little stupid as a child. So I would do things that are dangerous and I should have not done.
Okay.
So I used to get scolded for that kind of stuff. For example, like climbing from one terrace to another terrace.
Okay.
I
Everybody
could
does
have
it.
fallen. Yeah. So
Yeah.
my mother used to always like scold me because she was like, "It's a 5 floor building. Why are you doing this? You'll die." But at that time, I was too young to understand what she's trying to say. For me, it was all fun and games. So that's that. Did you get scolded as a child? Did you get scolded a
Of
lot as a
course.
child?
Yes, my maternal uncles used to scold me a lot. I was very afraid of them, right? Like I had
Why?
two maternal uncles. They were very, what can we say, strict, right?
Strict.
So yeah, they would
Okay.
punish me for anything, any wrongdoing, right? I mean, in child, when you are children, you cannot do any wrongdoing. I mean, you can make
Yeah.
some mistakes, yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
because they used to punish me a lot, and I was very scared of them, yeah, in my childhood because of their punishments. Yes,
Yeah.
my grandmother, my nanny ma would love me a lot. Okay, so whenever they would do something, she would use to back up me. She would prevent me, and she would love
Hmm.
me. Yeah, so I remember.
That's understandable. This is the first time I'm hearing like maternal uncle scolding because usually the maternal side of family is very loving, paternal side of family is more strict.
No, they
So
were
usually
loving.
that's
They
the
were
case.
loving, but